Bueno, bueno, bueno. Hola, TonyaLe. I'm an inspirational psychic medium. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Thursday night? I'm just sharing out a couple places. Enjoy that waterfall behind me. As you come in, say hello. Hello, hello. Come out here and we could chit chat, enjoy the waterfall together. It's a beautiful day. Wait for a few people to come in because I do want to address something and I want to make sure you guys can hear me before I start talking. So bueno, bueno, bueno. Hola. My name is TonyaLe. I'm an inspirational psychic medium. And let's make sure that doesn't happen again. There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Huh? How are you doing today? Hello, hello. I wanted to chat with you guys for a bit. We'll do some readings. But I did want to chat. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear. Let's make sure. Yep, it is. Okay. All right. Hope everybody's enjoying this beautiful day wherever you are. It's beautiful weather here in Fort Worth, Texas, but even if it's not beautiful where you are with the weather, it's still a beautiful day now, isn't it? I did bring my cards out here with me, and I am going to go ahead and sage and pray. I am going to pull some cards as well. It was kind of windy. I should have brought the other lighter. Let me get this thing burning. I should have brought the other lighter. The torch lighter. There we go. Okay, got it going. Got her going. Yay! I'm going to go ahead and pray. For those of you that follow me, you know that I always pray before I do anything. I find it respectful to spirit. Plus, it's something that, you know, I agreed to do. So, I'm going to go ahead and pray. I would like to ask the 4 archangels of the directions to please step forward and help me deliver messages of light and love. I ask that you put up a white golden light around me and my circle and anyone on my life. I'd like to ask you, Gabrielle, the element of water to the west, Raphael, the element of air to the east, Uriel, the element of earth to the south, and Michael, the element of fire to the south. I'm sorry, Uriel, the element of earth to the north, and Michael, the element of fire to the south. Woo! Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the power and the kingdom and glory forever and ever. Amen. I'd like to ask God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, archangels, guardian angels, spirit guides, and ascended masters to please step forward and help me deliver messages of light and love. I ask that all messages be for the greatest, highest good, and no lower level energies speak upon my life. I ask this all in the beautiful name of Jesus. Amen. So mote it be, and so it is. I think clearly, I see clearly, and I speak clearly. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Yay. Now it's going. probably won't be able to get it to stop now. Oh, that baby's going. Isn't that the way it always is? Hey, from Portland, Oregon. Y'all tell me where you're from. And TikTok, if you could please send the likes, that'd be helpful. I'm going to do some free cards and free readings, but you can also purchase if you want. And we're going to have conversation as well. So it's going to be a nice little time over here with the waterfall. And for every for TikTok, for every 1,000 likes, I'll give out a free card. Or 1,500 likes, I'll give out a free card to someone in the crowd. For Facebook, if we get to 55 shares, I'll give a free card as well. Every angel number after that. All right. If you'd like to purchase a reading, they're only $25. That's a deep reading, or you can do what I call a read it forward, which just means that I'm going to pull you a couple cards. And you can pick somebody in the crowd to give a couple cards to. It's kind of like a, read it forward. North Dakota in the house. What about you, TikTok? Where are these people from? So I got Portland, Oregon, and Dakota. I'm Texas. And on TikTok, if you can always subscribe and get a free card. If you want. I need to be careful about it. Tell me where you're from. Go ahead and Facebook, if you will please share me out. That way when I go to give out a free card, you're eligible, because you do got to share. It's energy exchange, and it's really important. In fact, that's something I do want to talk about, right? We do want to talk about this because we got a lot of people, and that's why I did my live energy update, because that gets people's attention, right? Everybody's like, oh, energy update. Let me do it. Oh, let me listen to the energy update. Oh, thank you, Miranda. And it's kind of like breaking news. I don't think that people realize that you're being programmed the same way that the opposition programmed you. You're being programmed the exact same way. So if all of a sudden, excuse me, all of a sudden, I'm sick. I had to go to the doctor today for a lot of things, but I'm sick. So, excuse me. But we have to be careful of buzzwords. Buzzwords are important because let's say you're just sitting along and all of a sudden, you know that Amber Alert that goes on your phone, right? The Amber Alert. Hey, Peggy. And everybody, pays attention. Or, that big banner that comes along and they say, breaking news, breaking news. And everybody just goes and does it, looks to see what that is. That's the same thing that some spiritual leaders and teachers are doing with energy updates. All they're doing is going and getting information from other sources and bringing it back and saying, hey, look, I got this energy update for you. And people are buying it sink, line, to hooker. And what's bad about that is because if we want to change the world in which we live in, right? We want a new world, right? Everybody talks about the new earth, and I want the new earth. And but if you can't change the world that's around you, how are you going to make that new earth? Right? How are you going to do that? We can point the fingers at the celebrities and at, famous people and politicians, right? And we can say how we want, something different, right? Which is fine. We do need something different, right? We do need all that differently. If you guys could please, show some support and, either share me out or give me some likes, I'd appreciate it. I'm not going to beg all night. You kind of know your worth to people. If you have to beg, then, what's the point, really? What I'm trying to get at is this. The world is waking up in many different places in many different ways. Many different places in many different ways. There is some CMS flares that are going to be hitting the earth. And there's always going to be, and there always has been. And that's why I teach you guys about spiritual hygiene. Because, so that way you can, know what to do with that energy. But what's bad is you'll point the finger, but you won't point the finger to the guy that's sitting right next to you that is harming the community. And I wasn't going to speak on this, but I feel that I am very, it's my duty and responsibility to speak on it. So some people will agree with me and some people won't, and that's okay. It's really not your life. So, what you think of it is your business. It's not mine, right? But when we look at our community and we've got people, out here teaching things, it needs to be about healing. We, as a community, we need to be focusing on healing. Okay? You can do all the energy work you want, but if you haven't healed, that's not going to help you. It's going to come back. Okay? You can just clear that energy, but it's going to build up again in the next 5-10 years because you haven't healed the very thing deep inside that got you to that place in the first place. And we've got people out here that are really creating havoc and misinformation. And we can't be the information police, right? Everybody's got the right, freedom of speech, and everybody's got the right to say whatever they want, and that's fine, right? That's fine. Oh, thank you. But when you start harming people and you start threatening people, and in the same voice you're saying you're God, this is very problematic. And there's so many people that, are coming into the spiritual community and they don't know anything about it, right? So they're really victims of it at first. And I get it because I was too. I was a victim of this community when I first came into it. I got scammed left and right. I was looking for somebody to connect to my husband and my brother and my mother and my best friend. And, I was getting robbed left and right. Why? Because, they weren't the real deal. And they just kind of made shit up. A couple of them did connect with my brother. I'll give them that. But nobody could connect with my husband. And so I worked really hard to connect with them. And I did. And I do. And I can always connect with them whenever I want. In fact, he helps me help people. Which is really cool that, that you can use spirit to help other people. Mediumship needs to be and should always be as a method of healing. It shouldn't be out of desperation that you just want to talk to someone on the other side. You know, there's so many people that do mediumship that are just, you know, they're not giving you anything of value. They're telling you this short lady came to me and, you know, blah, 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 and they're making that shit up. Spirit doesn't look like that. Every once in a while, you might run across a spirit that looks like a human, but for the most part, spirit doesn't look like a human. They don't. Spirit is, you know, most of the time they are energy, right? They just look like a blob of energy. So them coming up and saying, you know, hey, I've got this person, da 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 da, and, you know, giving some generals, and then somebody in crowd is so desperate to connect with their loved one, they'll say, oh, that's mine, that's me, that's me. And, you know, you need to have specifics, certain things that only you and the person that passed away would know, right? That's what's important about mediumship. And you use mediumship as a form of healing for some clarification, for some closure, whatever you need for that, right? But, you know, you can't fall victim to it. And just like, okay, I'm going to talk about this because I think it's amazing. Even though it's very, very ugly, it's very ugly that what we're seeing with the stars, right? We're seeing P. Diddy, and we're seeing the whole Drake and Kendrick thing, and, you know, more and more things are going to come out, and that is beautiful. Why? Because the dark is coming to the light, and it's reaching a whole different level of people. It's healed me a lot talking to my husband. Yeah, there you go. You know, there's cultures. We have our grand community, and then we have sub communities, and then we got mini communities, and we got cultures within those communities. And so it's things that are coming out that will hit certain cultures or certain communities to help them ascend, to help them wake up and see the writing on the wall. So even though it's horrific and it's kind of devastating sometimes, it's a beautiful thing, because that's the way that we can change something. We can't change something if we don't know about it, right? I pay attention to it because I'm paying attention to the collective as a whole, and that does affect the collective in a very drastic way, right? So it's a good thing because the pedophilia is coming out in that industry, and there's been people that's talked about the pedophilia on the children for a long time, and now we're getting to hear and witness all this crap and all the people that took advantage of Justin Bieber when he was younger, right? And, you know, you got things about the Kardashians coming out. So you got all this coming out, and it's a beautiful, because it'll create it to stop. It'll be the thing that makes it stop. So every time we shun away from something, or we say, oh, we're not going to call that out, or we're not going to say nothing about that, every time we do that, what we're doing is turning a blind eye to something, right? So if you know that your buddy is ripping off another buddy, but yet you don't say anything, aren't you ripping off your buddy too? In a way? Aren't you doing the same thing? So that's kind of why it's really good to, you know, call out when people are being harmful to someone else. It's not good to call somebody out just because you disagree with them, or you don't think that, you know, what they're saying is right. But when it's harming somebody, that's a different story. You know, we have to be able to speak up when it's harming somebody. If we're not going to speak up when it's harming somebody, then what are we doing? What are we doing? You know, it doesn't make sense. So that applies to you in your lives too. If you've got a family member that's harming somebody, or, you know, something fucked up is going on in the family, if you want this new earth and you want all this, the new way that things could be, you have to participate. And you have to call things out when they're hurting somebody. Okay, not just to call out to be mean, or call out to make fun of, or call out just because you don't like their theology, but because it's hurting people, right? That's how cults are made. You know, how many people followed Charles Manson? Do y'all know? I think it was like 12 or 13 people. That's all it takes. And look what happened with that, right? So, the same, you know, Jim Jones had quite a bit more. But, you know, we just saw that with that lady in California. I forget her name. Love is One or something like that. Where she had a cult and she died and they wrapped her in those Christmas lights. You know, that was a spiritual community. So, things can get way out of hand. So, it's really, really, really important to make sure that we are paying attention to what people are saying, and saying bullshit when they say something wrong. If they say they're God, but yet they're spewing hate, that's not God. That might be a God to you. That's not a God. I mean, it could be a God. Let me back up. It could be a God, but it's not the God. Okay? It could be a God, right? Because we could, you know, that happens because there's evil gods too. But it's not the God. It is not the I Am. The I Am is love, and would not speak in that manner. Doesn't have to. The energy that it brings will put you to your knees without saying a word. So please watch out for that. Okay? Alright. Enough talk. Let's do some readings. Y'all want to do some readings? I brought my new decks out. I have my Inner Child. I have my Surrender. These I really am getting to love. I forget the name of these, but I'm really loving these. I got a deck, the Inner Child Oracle. So let's go ahead and share out. And I'm going to just start pulling some free cards. And I got a new Goddess deck as well. TikTok, you need to start giving some hearts and stuff over there if y'all want some free cards. Guys, you have to do an exchange of energy. You can't just jump on something and, you know, expect to get something and jump away. I mean, you can, but that's not my life. It's called exchange of energy. And exchange of energy is sharing, getting a share badge, or liking, you know, depending on what platform we're on. And then if you do want to purchase a reading, you can. $25 for a live reading, or you can do a read it forward for $15. Hello, hello, hello. All right, go ahead and give me a heart if you would like a free card, and I'm just gonna bounce back and forth and give free cards for now. And then if you do purchase something, please say something, because I won't know. Okay? Oh, I hurt my finger. So if you want a free card, please give me a heart, and please have the share badge. You must have the share badge. That's the exchange of energy. Hey Cheryl, I'm going to give you one of these goddess cards. Speaking of goddess, we are going to start up our goddess group. The goddess group is really cool because it's where we pull a card for somebody. Like I'll pull a card for you, and then you go and research the goddess, and then we all meet back and everybody shares what their goddess was, and then we all learn something and we do it again. So I've got a deck for men and two goddess decks, and a divine master, which is the divine masculine. All right, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Curtis. To share out, all you have to do is hit that little arrow, and then you can share out. Bridget. Look at that card, Bridget. That's beautiful. Bridget is the creative spark. A creative spark. You know what? I'm going to pull, only because it's a goddess. There's only certain cards I'll use the book on, but I want to know a little bit about Bridget. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Inspiration and imagination. That's what she deals with. Inspiration and imagination are yours to play with right now. You're effortlessly connected to your inner creative spark if you allow it. Make meaningful and beautiful experiences for yourself and others. Take advantage of this fruitful time when you are in tune with yourself. It's like taking a magical trip to a faraway land. That's nice. That's cute. So she's imagination and creativity. Imagination and creativity. That's a really beautiful one. All right. TikTok. Would you like a card? Give me an emoji. I'm going to let you guys how to work this new setup. Oh, I don't know, baby. Let's see. This is spirit messages. We're going to have I just don't want a gush of wind to come. You're welcome. So we have surrender. We have spirit message. And we have inner child. So you can pick between inner child, spirit message, or surrender. Oh, Facebook changes stuff all the time. So we got Blaze 5113. Blaze 5113. Which one would you like, Blaze? Would you like inner child, spirit message, or surrender? Let's have some fun with these new cards. So pretty out. Can y'all... Look at my hair. You like my little porcupine things? Blaze 5113. And you guys gotta, hit the heart thingy. Hey, Ann. You have to hit the share, and then you just pick a group thing. Blaze, I'm going to give you just another minute to answer. If not, someone else can give me a heart. And we'll pick someone else. All right. Just give me hearts. All right, Curtis. Do you want inner child, spirit message, or surrender? Which card? Surrender, inner child, or spirit? Which one would you like? Shanna Chin something. Shanna Chin something. I'm sorry. On TikTok, you guys got some wild names, okay? Spirit? Okay. Tell me, which one do you want? Do you want spirit, inner child, or surrender? You want spirit. Let's see. Rain. Rain. This is pretty. And it says renewal. We have to remember what rain really is. And rain is a symbol of healing. And rain is a symbol of washing away, right? Washing away what no longer serves us, releasing and healing. But the problem is if we're repeating the same patterns, we're not going deep enough. So if we find ourselves on the same loop that we were on before, that just means that we have to go deeper. We haven't healed at the core, and we need to go to the core. Okay, we need to go to the core. It's like pulling weeds out. You have to get down to the root and pull it, otherwise it's just going to grow back. Hello, hello. So that is your message, my love. We need to go deeper with the healing, because I feel that you're back on a loop again, is what Spirit's telling me. I feel kind of a little woozy, like I'm dizzy. And that's because you're repeating the pattern. See, I call people out and they don't answer. So we have Shanna Chinzoke, or I don't know how you say your name, but it's Shanna, first name Shanna. Please say something. Thank you for that. And in Facebook, just give me a heart. We'll play with doing 2 lives at once for a while, because I want to start going live more often. Give me a heart if you'd like a card. And I'm letting you guys pick even. Or if you want to purchase a reading. I am doing a special on readings in Messenger. They're $20. Kalinga, my thing. Okay, which one do you want? Do you want inner child, spirit, or surrender? Tell me, do you want inner child, spirit, or surrender? Collagen. Probably not saying your name right. Please don't. I can. Oops, what's he saying? There is a block. I can't fall in love with anyone else, or even I can't jump over. Well, first off, you got to stop saying you can't. That's the first. That's the first obstacle. Spirit. The very first thing is you got to not say I can't. It's very important to not say that, because you're programming your mind to say that. All right. And I apologize if I'm saying y'all's names wrong over there. Plus, I can't see it very well. Stars, navigation. This is pretty. Stars, navigation. You know the way to go. We all know our own way. Even though we are searching for our way, we don't have to search. We know where it is. What we have to do is get in tune with ourselves. And I'm going to sound like a broken record from now on, because I'm just going to keep talking about it. But that's why doing your own spiritual hygiene is so important, because that keeps you in tune with yourself. And you have to be in tune with yourself to be able to connect to spirit, to be able to know your own intuition and navigate. And if you're able to do it some of the time and not all the time, that's really a double whammy for you to do your hygiene. But you need to start dealing within. You need to start connecting from within. Connecting from within will help you navigate in the waters that you don't think that you're looking for other places to help you navigate. But you don't need help to navigate. You have the answer. You just have to slow down and do your hygiene and get connected with your own higher self. Play. All right. Let's do Facebook. It's your turn. Give me a heart if you've got a share button. Thank you. I do need to slow down and yep. And that will just help you, right? That's just going to help you, listen more and get. And it really helps with your self-confidence because you're connected to yourself. And how beautiful is that? Nobody on Facebook wants a card? I got Places Goddess 0315. That's Christine. Isn't that you, Christine? You're welcome, my love. If you could please give some light, share it out. Which one do you want? Do you want inner child, surrender, or spirit? Inner child, surrender, or spirit? I'm letting you guys pick. Just follow the directions you share out. And I'm saying put a red heart down. And to the people I'm drawn to, I'm giving you a chance to pick your own card. If you want a deep reading, you can book that. But I'm just giving away cards. We're playing with some of my new decks. But you have to share out to qualify. It's called common courtesy. It's called exchange of energy. All right. Christina wants, I know your picture. She wants surrender. These are really deep cards. Ooh, so it's that one. Ooh, surrender your need to be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right by yielding and not being rigid. This will help you resolve conflicts and improve your relationship. Surrender your need to be right. Surrender your need to be right. A lot of that, the more that you evolve, though, that starts to shrink because you learn how to, get your ego in check, right? Because it's not always important to be right. It's not always important to, make that point. And the more you evolve, and you're already doing this, so you're already evolving. So this is just something that, you're going to have to deal with because the more that you evolve, the more you're going to see wrong, and the more people are not going to want to listen. Because not everybody is ready and willing to hear what's wrong, right? A lot of people, they don't want to hear what's wrong. Because, you know why? Because you're telling them what's right, what's wrong, and you're being right by, expressing that, but they may not be ready because that means they have to do something, right? They have to change. Or they have to accept that they've been wrong about this person or that history or this or that, right? So, just learn to discern about who will listen and who will not listen. Because not everybody's going to listen, okay? All right, Facebook, I just need an emoji. If you have a share badge, Simonita, you're welcome, my love. Simonita, give me some hearts and share out. Which one do you want? Surrender, inner child, or spirit? Surrender, inner child, or spirit? This is fun. I'm getting to play with these cards. I think I'm going to start going live on Thursdays. It's a pretty easy day for me to go live. Hey, Tina. Spirit. Okay. You're welcome, my love. And thank you for the roses. I knew that was you. Plus, I can feel your amazing energy. All right, Spirit. Samota. I'm probably not saying your name right, and I apologize. Water, lifeblood. Water, lifeblood. TikTok, if you want a free card, you need to give me a heart in the comments. Water, lifeblood. You do need to spend more time going within. You're so busy trying to search for something. And, you know, we all kind of make that mistake until we get it. You have to get it. And then you stop searching because there's nothing to search for, because you know that the answer really lies within you. So you have to spend more time within. But since we've been conditioned to, if we want something, we got to go get it. It's outside of us, right? So we have to go get that. If we're wanting something, we have to get it. And that's not really true, because whatever you get out there is not going to last. It might pacify for the time being, but it won't last. Spirit wants you to spend more time inward and quit searching and looking and, oh my God, where am I going to get this? I need to find out. I need help. Wait a minute. You might need some guidance, but you need to go within. Go within. All right, I hope that helped and resonated. Okay, TikTok. Somebody want a card? You need to give me... I'm trying to pull as many as I can. And then I'd like to pull for everybody. I don't mind. I want to do my cards. You're welcome. I think you need some work with someone with guidance. Tina, you do got to have a share badge, my love. That's how you get a free card. All I'm asking is a share badge. Okay. Miss Peggy, which one do you want? Do you want inner child, surrender, or spirit? Inner child, surrender, or spirit? My random lives aren't as big as they used to be because I haven't done them in forever. Now, when it comes to my moon lives, those bang out, right? So y'all are gonna start seeing me live more often. TikTok, if you inner child, good. I'm glad somebody picked that. All right, let's see. These are really pretty. The outside of them are really, really pretty. See? Yeah, it wouldn't be fair to give you one, honey, if I'm asking everybody else to share. TikTok, if you want a free card, just give me a heart. That's the first time I shuffled this one. Today is the first day in a couple of months that you showed up on my... Oh, I know. I haven't, you know, I've taken a way back. I am working on my health, and I'm doing some healing and doing some health work, energy healing, and physical healing. Y'all are going to see a transformation. All right, Peggy, get lost. Fall deep into the realm of imagination. Get lost. Get lost. Fall in the deep realm of imagination. That's beautiful. That's your magic. you know, all the doing stuff. Playing with herbs, playing with candles, playing with your deck. Fall into the imagination. What is it that, you know, you really enjoy doing? Don't get stuck in the mundane, but really find something that you really, really enjoy doing. And do more of it. And how can you do it differently? And what more can you add to it? I really feel herbs. You should start playing with some herbs. Look up some tinctures. Now's a perfect time. We're almost out of the season. If you guys are wanting to make dandelion root tinctures, you got about a couple more weeks and then it's over. Because the dandelions turn into the other flowers. I mean, they still have potency, but right now, when they first start sprouting is when they're the most potent. And I've made 4 big old jugs of it. We did that with the VIP class. Remember, we made that in the oil one. But you need to just get lost and have fun at stuff. There you go. Who else wants a card? Give me a heart. That's all I want is a heart. Give me a heart. That's all I ask for. Look, see, that's all you have to do is tap the screen. You know, you know, people act like it's just asking so much. I don't get it. That's good. I think, especially because you have that woods and stuff around you, I really think that you have a lot more in that woods than you realize. And I think a lot of that stuff in there you could bring back to the house and conjure up some really good mixes. There's this one app. I don't know. It probably costs money. I don't know. And I don't know how true it is. But I don't know. Have any of y'all used it? It's where you take a picture of the plant or the flower and you get it back and it tells you information about it. Have any of y'all seen that? I don't know if it costs money, but you have a whole thing over there that you can do. Okay, nobody else? If you want a card, all you got to do is give me a heart. If you shared it out. Well, Dawn, you got to share it out. I mean, that's all I'm asking you to do is share out for exchange of energy. I'll be happy to pull you a card. I'm doing free cards tonight. I'm doing some healing with my body. You know, as you guys know, I almost died a couple years ago. And my organs and stuff are still trying to bounce back from that. So I see a specialist every 2 months. And I did that today. And I also got an x-ray in my hand because it's been hurting so bad. But I can't wait to start that dandelion tincture because I know that saved my life with my liver. Yes, I've tried to plant app, learned lots of edibles and helpful plants right now. Oh, wow. So it does work. Does it cost money? I should check that out. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Even if I pulled a card for you and you've shared and you want to pick from a different deck, I'll let you. Because I want to play with the cards. Peggy, pick another deck. Do you want Spirit or Surrender? Christina, pick another deck. Spirit or Surrender? Spirit or Surrender? If you're still there, Christina. I have a free app. It works mostly. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Now, pick either Surrender or Spirit. Surrender. And Christina, are you still here? Pick Inner Child or Spirit. Cheryl, are you still here? I'll let you pick one because I just gave you the Goddess. If you hung around. That's the one thing that... See, that's what kind of makes me not want to do lives as much as I used to. And I kind of got burned out. Because people just come in, they want to take from you and get a card, and then they're gone. I don't give a fuck about what message you're trying to say or what you're trying to do for the community. They just want their card and gone. So it's kind of, it gets old stepping into that energy and trying to, give love and because not that all people do that. I have a lot of great followers that stick around and they sit in the background and they listen to the messages because they're wise. They know that many messages, even if it's not directed to them, they can get something from, right? But it gets old because I've been doing this a long time to step into that energy and people say, oh, give me, and then they're gone. Give me, and they're gone. It's like, come on, man. Surrender to success. Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into Leap into the exciting new world of possibilities. Surrender to success. Surrender to success. Thank you, Peggy. Isn't that pretty? Surrender to success. And this is a good one. This one's hard. Because we've either lived a certain way for many, many years, or we don't think that we have what it takes to, it's for them. It's not for me, right? It's for them. But that's not true. It's for whoever wants it. It has no bearing on who it is. Anybody that wants it can have it. So it's a matter of changing the mindset. And the mindset is something you got to work at a little bit every single day. Just a little bit. Time and time again. And you're right. Keep showing up. And then I need to show up more. Because I'm kind of over the whole deal about the energy. And I miss it. So, but when it starts happening, it just frustrates the shit out of me. Y'all like my porcupine? What are they called? The porcupine things that they spit at you? That's what these are. And it feels so much better than a hair clip. Feels like I don't even have any hair. Where like the hair clip gets it all like on your head. This is a great way to wear it. That's a good card. But I have quills. There you go. Miranda, which one do you want? I'll pull you one. There you go. Do you want inner child, spirit, or surrender, Miranda? Inner child, spirit, or surrender? I really want to do some copying cards. Maybe we'll do copying cards. I think I'm finally caught up on my sleep. Man, I tell you what, when the moon shit changes, I'm up. Okay, that's funny. I picked up that deck. I had a feeling you were going to say that. when the mood comes in a couple days before and a couple days after it, I'm running on 3 or 4 hours of sleep. I just can't sleep. Yeah. I have a couple more I haven't played with. Somebody was really kind. They sent me a $150 credit for Hay House. Oh. All right, surrender. Oops, hang on. Wrong one. Okay. Surrender. So, oh, you got the same one as Christina. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. By yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. Wow, got the same one Christina got. Surrender your need to be right. And I think that applies with the family and children. Sometimes we can be right without even saying anything, because the people that know that we are right without us having to say anything. And we have to remember, us saying that we're right is not coming from our soul, our higher self. It's coming from ego, right? So for us to express, hey, I'm right, is coming from ego. But if we make our we make our stance, then we know that we are right, and they know we are right, right? And trust me, there's people around that know that you are right. All right, TikTok, I'm going to jump off TikTok. Y'all have a blessed night. I'm jumping off TikTok. So hard to read. I need to do my tablet, because TikTok Live, their words are so small, so hard to read. All right, let's I want to pull a few more. Oh, DJ texts me, love you. He's so sweet. Saying it's crazy how I'm charged in dreams off the wall. I know. And you know what? I can wake up in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom, and I'm bad. Sometimes I'll fall. I'm still kind of in that dream state, because in my dream I am looking for the bathroom. So I'm looking for the bathroom, and my body just gets up and it goes to the bathroom. And then sometimes I might even fall asleep right there, and my cat will start scratching my leg and wake me up to go back to bed. You know? Yes, he has. I am going to make a Facebook GoFundMe for him a car. Some people did donate for the PayPal, and I'm using that money for senior pictures, but I'm going to do a fund to see if I can raise up enough money to get him like a used little truck or car. We'll try. All right. So, Peggy, let me pull you one from Spirit, and I'll pull you a goddess one too. Anybody else here? Peggy, let's see. Butterfly. Butterfly, look at that. Regeneration, changing, blooming, transformation. Man, that goes with all your cards, because you had surrender to success, you had imagination, and now you have transformation. Okay, Ginger, I will pull you one. Give me just a moment. Transformation. That's what this is all about. So every one of your cards went right in line with each other. How cool is that? That's awesome. I'll pull you a goddess card here in a minute. Miss Ginger, do you want inner child's spirit or surrender? If there's any VIPs in the house, you can come in and get you a free card. If you're a VIP, come on in. I wish I could understand how to even use the app. Yeah, it is. Not good with technology. You know, for those of you that don't know what I do for my my day job, okay, spirit. I work for a program that helps people get life changing drugs at no cost. So Humira and Skyrizi, Rinvoq. This is for like your rheumatoid arthritis and very bad skin conditions. Some of them are very disabling, and I deal with people to help them get that for free because it's very expensive, and now insurance will not cover it. So that the company had to open up because they want everybody that needs it to be able to have it. So I mean, they've got it. It's really nice. But anyway, I deal with a lot of oh, that's nice. And you know, most medications have places like that. Yeah, it costs thousands. This, you know, they'll tell me their copay is like $3,000, $4,000, sometimes $7,000, and so, but majority of them are the elderly, right? I mean, but there is even kids on it, you know, for the arthritis and skin condition, because you're talking about psoriasis and Mercer, you know, really, really horrible skin conditions, and these drugs help them. And you'll hear them just like cry on the phone when you tell them that they've been approved. They'll just break down and cry because maybe they were on it and then their insurance stopped, or maybe they retired and now Medicaid ain't going to help you. And I mean, if you got Medicaid, you're getting it. You can get it for free, no question. And it's so heartwarming because you can help people that really appreciate it. So it's not like I'm on the phone talking to people that, you know, are just pissed all day. They're just really, really happy. And, you know, we have a portal, and these poor little old people, they don't know how to use the portal. So I'll sit there, and I don't mind taking an hour and a half walking them through what they need to do. Eczema, yeah, it helps with that too. Because I know my other calls are going to be, you know, very fast. So and when I was going through training, I was watching other agents. They were just like pushy, which I get it because we do have goals and stuff. But we don't have a goal on how long we need to be on the phone, right? We just have a goal of certain other things. So if I need to be on the phone with somebody for, you know, an hour and a half to get their application all done correctly because they're older and they don't know technology, I'm going to do it. And it's so rewarding. I've only been live on the phones for a little over a month now, and I've gotten so many compliments from the customer service. One lady wrote a letter to them because she missed the survey and couldn't do a survey. So she wrote a letter. They're going to mail me a copy of the letter. I was like, oh, how sweet. But that, yeah, insurance has really stopped covering a lot of medications. So if you guys ever have really bad rheumatoid arthritis or skin conditions, reach out to me and I can help you get hooked up. Because, you know, and it's delivered right to your front door. If you see those commercials saying where you can get it, you can get this for free. Contact this company. That's me. All right, you said spirit, right? The eczema copay with my insurance was so much. I didn't know how I was going to do it. Insurance is awful. It comes to my autoimmune. Yeah, the autoimmune. Well, do you have the medication for that? Because if not, you need to go apply. It seems like I know that is something, and I wasn't going to say that, but that's what's going on. Okay, is that they are, if it really works and it helps you, then they're going to make money on that, but they can't get you on other drugs. So they make it to where you have to pay for it. And then if you have to pay for it, well, reach out to me and I'll tell you, I'll give you the number so you can fill out for that. Because there's no way you can afford $2,000 or $3,000. Most people that have diseases like that are on a limited income because they don't make a lot of money, because there's a lot of pain associated with having those diseases, those autoimmune diseases. So you don't function very well in the public, right? You know, you may not go have an outside job, or you might be in so much pain that you can't do things. I mean, I couldn't imagine. I mean, I wake up sometimes and I'm in so much pain, not because of those things, but from that other thing, because of my liver and my heart. And I'm on an intermittent, FMLA, intermittent, because I still have those days. I couldn't imagine waking up like that all the time, plus my back, you know. But these people, I mean, it hurts to move their hands, and it's all cracking, everything's dry and cracking, and the rheumatoid arthritis is when you seen those people that have their hands like this. I had one guy, he said, "Oh, you just don't know what the drug has done for me." He says, "I haven't been able to grab anything with my fingers for years." He goes, "I've forgotten what it was like to pick something up with my fingers," because he was like this. So he'd have to pick up things like this, right? And he was just in tears. And I just think that's amazing. Yeah. All right, Ginger, let's pull your spirit. Well, reach out to me and I'll give you their number, okay? And you apply. Yeah, I know, it makes it really hard. And, I mean, a lot of that stuff is generated through the foods in the water. So, not all of it, but a lot of it. All right, let's see. Ooh, moon cycles. Moon cycles. Yes. That's awesome. And that is what I taught in that moon class. And that moon class is up for, I'm going to download that this weekend and put it up on the website. So if you didn't take that class, you can purchase it. If you're a VIP, then you get it for $4.99. If you're not a VIP, then you can get it for $10.99 or $15.99. I don't remember. But if you get it, if you're a VIP, you can get that class and download it. But moon cycles, it's so important to work with the moon cycles. And, I've been posting, what is this cycle? Because right now we had the moon on Tuesday, right? And I told you 3 days. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is our last day. So what part of the moon are we going into tomorrow? What part of the moon are we going into tomorrow? That's a good thing. You need to use the moon cycles to help you. And because there's certain things that we can do during that cycle that helps us work through and transmute things and evolve our soul. See, the whole purpose of being here on earth is to evolve our soul, and the only way to evolve our soul is to heal. You can't evolve your soul by just playing around and having fun all the time. You have to You have to, yeah, I think, it's a gibbous waxing, right? And what do we do during that phase? What do we do during that phase? Well, so have you ever worked with the moon, honey, and tried to, I'm trying to share out. Have you ever worked with the moon and tried to heal with the moon using the cycle? Yeah. Long time ago? Okay. Well, Spirit's telling you that you need to start doing that again. You need to, you need to start putting that back in. But this is where, we're going to start. Remember, because the new moon is about, what is it that we want to manifest? So we're kind of setting in that imagination stage, right? Where we're like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I really want. So I'm going to, how can I do it? So your new moon stage for those 3 days is kind of like making your execution plan. Hey, Karen, it's like your execution plan. And then when we go into the gibbous, that means we're going to start executing that plan. What is our goal to do just a little bit each day to get to work towards that? So you have to put some conscious effort into it. You can't just, say, okay, it's full moon, I released my depression. And then, a couple days later, you're depressed again. Why? Because you didn't, what is causing that depression? And there's probably a lot of elements there, so you're not going to be able to do it in one sweep. You're going to have to break it off like the onion, right? You're going to have to peel it back like the onion, so that way you can, be able to start working towards it. Yeah, goals. And so it's about, what am I going to do? If you want to, let's say we're just going to use an example. Y'all give me something. Give me something that you would want to manifest. And I will give you an example. So that way it's more, God, it feels so good out here. I can sleep out here. I miss my house and the trampoline, because I would sleep on the trampoline. Have anybody slept on the trampoline? It's like you're sleeping on nothing. So cool. Love. Okay. All right. So love. First one I saw was Ginger. Love. Okay, we want to manifest love. Well, what kind of love? What kind of love are we manifesting? Do we just want love around us? Well, wait a minute. Doesn't that already exist? It does, because it exists in you, and you are made from love. So if I want love, I have to be love. So in order to have love, I've got to be love. So I need to work on how to be love. Well, for me to be love, I have to love myself. So in order for me to be love, I have to love myself. Well, what areas in my life am I not, loving myself in? Because we can be real confident and love ourselves in one aspect, but then turn around and not care too much for another, right? you can love yourself and know that you're a good person, you have a good heart, but maybe you don't like the way you look, or you don't like your size, or you don't like your hair, or whatever the case may be. Oh my gosh, that was a big old spider. I didn't kill it, I just brushed it away. So you would say, okay, well, how am I going to do that? So over the next few days, you would sit there and say, okay, you know what? Each day in the morning, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to look in the mirror and say, I love you. And as odd as that feels, and then you get really seductive and you're like, I love you. And you start really looking in your own eyes. Or you have an affirmation that you say, and do it in powers of three sets of threes. Whenever you work with affirmations, remember 3 sets of threes. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, inner child, higher self, inner self, higher self. Always 3. So like the affirmation I use is, I have enough, I do enough, I am enough. I have enough, I do enough, I am enough. I have enough, I do enough, I am enough. Stop, breathe. I have enough, I do enough, I am enough. I have enough, I do enough, I am enough. I have enough, I do enough, I am enough. Stop, breathe. One more time. I have enough, I do enough, I am enough. I have enough, I do enough, I am enough. I have enough, I do enough, I am enough. And breathe. Now do that 3 times a day. Do that in the morning. Do that sometime in the afternoon. Do that sometime in the evening. And commit to it. Do it for 5 days or 7 days. And you will feel a radical shift in your energy. Because there'll be times that you don't want to do it. And that's exactly the time you better do it. That's exactly the time. Because that's what you're being tested on right there. Are you going to give up and say, oh man, I don't want to do this shit today. Not today. I'll do double tomorrow. Very good, Peggy. And you know, if you've ordered any of my products, you always get one of those cards, because that's my affirmation that I made, and I love it. And I'll draw you a little card. It's kind of corny because I'm drawing like a kid and I'm coloring the little hearts. But you know, you can hang it up somewhere as a reminder. But you can write that. Or you could say, you know, I'm going to take a walk, or I'm going to listen to some inspirational person for 15 minutes a day, or I'm going to meditate I'm going to play some hypnotic meditation at night while I sleep. Those are really good, those self-love and self-empowerment, because it's just repetitively telling you, you are awesome, you're this, you're that, and it's playing in when your subconscious is taking over, because when we sleep, our subconscious takes over, right? Yeah, we need to do the morning so that way we can do our affirmation together. That would be cool, huh? All right, I've got to yeah, I need to send you a new one. That one's probably old. I'd like to get them laminated. I really would. And just, you know, I meditate a few times a day for 15 minutes. For my hands to, yeah, that's very good, especially if you do it for 15 minutes. I meditate 5 or 6 minutes all throughout the day, and then sometimes before bed I'll do a big meditation. But every day I'm meditating at least 5 or 6 times, doing a 5 or 6 minute meditation. Especially on my break. When I'm on my break, I'll step outside. So, what's so funny is I have, you know, everybody parks their car right there because they know I'm outside all the time. And I parked my car just a little bit down this way. And those son of bitches tore up my whole console, or the you know, where you put the key? That's all ripped up. I can't even drive the car now. crazy. That's why I told DJ, you need to better get you into another car before that one breaks down. They're old. We've had them a long time though, right? Well, guys, I'm going to jump off because I am going to go to bed early tonight. I've had a good day. Thank you for being here. Make sure you like and follow the page because I am going to start going live in the mornings. I promise. I promise. Maybe we'll play with these new cards. We can pull cards, and then we can also, you know, maybe do like a reading for the day for everyone. That would be cool. We can do, yeah, probably be between 6:30 and between 6 and 7, somewhere around that time frame, because everybody's got to be at work, you know, and well, not everybody, but a lot of people have work at 8 or whatever. So the earlier the better. I just have to be better and make myself go to sleep. That's my problem. Because when I start getting downloads or I start getting it, oh my God, I'm up for hours. It's like 4 in the morning and I gotta be up at 6. And I'll do it for days. Because I make all my shit, you know? All those, not all of them. I share a couple people, their memes. But for the most part, what you see on my stuff is what I'm making. I make that stuff. Make sure you hit the bell. Oh, yes. Make sure you hit the bell. All right, guys. Love you. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Enjoying the water. And I will see you soon. Okay? Love you. And you can always leave feedback in my file on the top of my page. It kind of helps balance out the weirdos that are trying to post. And don't forget to be a VIP. It's only $4.99 a month. You get a lot of free stuff. Alright, love you. And have a good night. Sweet dreams. Hasta luego.